Yo, what is going on, guys? Malc here, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to hit more trick shots in Modern Warfare more often. But before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for 500 subs. It's been a long time coming, but I wanted to let you guys all know that I'm very appreciative of it. And up next, 1K. And guys, before this video starts, be sure to hit that like button for perfect accuracy the next game you go for trick shots. So guys, let's get right into the video. So like I said to you guys, I want to teach you how to hit more trick shots more often, and I have a couple tips for you guys that should help. So guys, number one, and probably the biggest tip I can give you, is practice your spinning. Now I know this might sound dumb and very obvious, but guys, just practice your spins. Practice the timing, you know, how long it takes to do 360. And to do this, I recommend just grabbing a nice little spot on the wall, whether it be something already there, maybe you shoot something on the wall, and just practice your 360s and trying to line up your crosshair perfectly back to that spot. You can also try going one way, then the other, and back and forth. Now keep doing this until you're pretty comfortable with your 360s in both directions. And then once you are, step it up to maybe a 720, and again, try that in both directions. Now, like I said, this is very basic, but also you want a very solid foundation when trick shotting. So one thing that could help when going for more than just the 360, so like a 720, a 1080, and so on, it's kind of frowned upon in the community, but doing a stop and stare will help you get your timing. And depending on how you do it, it can look really clean. Now what a stop and stare is, it's pretty self-explanatory, but you just want to stop after a 360 or 720 or whenever you feel the most comfortable in spinning. So it'll look something like this. Also, a more clean way to break up your spins is something called a fakie, which is basically the same thing as a stop and stare, except instead of stopping and staring, you're just going to want to switch directions in your spinning. So if you spin right to begin, then after a 360, spin left. So it'll look something like this. So guys, moving on to the next tip, I do recommend having obviously your horizontal sensitivity to a 20, but I also recommend having your vertical sensitivity something lower, and in fact something pretty low. So like you guys can see that 5 versus 20 is a big difference. So if I'm going up and down, it's really slow compared to left and right. And that's just to keep you on track and on target when you're spinning. Because say if you put vertical sense to 20 and you go for your shot, you might end up looking up in the sky. Guys, my next tip is gonna have to do with your class. So with whatever gun you're gonna be choosing to shoot with, you wanna try to have your accuracy and your damage as high up as possible. So choosing the correct attachments for the gun is going to be your best benefit. So here on the AX50, I believe is the highest accuracy you can get. But yeah, guys, if you take a look at the accuracy and damage meters, you can see that the green portion is where the attachments positively affect the values. And accuracy and damage are both the ones that we want to look for. So guys, moving on to the next tip. A lot of you guys might not think to do this, but it will really increase your accuracy. So what the tip is just before you shoot, you want to ADS. Now, because you're not going to be holding ADS for so long, you're not really going to notice it. But even just this tiny amount of ADS will increase your accuracy tremendously. So guys, when looking at your crosshairs just here, standing still non-ADS, you can see just how wide the crosshairs actually are. Now, even just with a tap of the ADS, you can see those crosshairs start to move in, and that's the accuracy increasing. Now guys, my last tip for you, which I'm not 100% sure if it affects your accuracy or not, but it's always just been rumored to be true. And this tip is when you're in the middle of the air, you want to crouch before you shoot. Now guys, let me know down in the comments if you know of this to be true or not, because like I said, I don't know if this is 100% true. Now regardless if it affects your accuracy or not, I'd still recommend crouching midair because it adds a little style to your shot. And this is because once you hit the ground, you're going to slide away. So guys, I hope all these tips help you in your trick shotting endeavors, and you guys should really apply these tips when going for your shots. So guys, if you did enjoy, smack that like button, click that subscribe button, and comment down below if you guys have any ideas, any inputs, or any constructive criticism that you guys might want me to hear. And also be sure to mention me in your tweets if you've hit any sick trick shots, or even leave a link down in the comment section for me to watch. So again guys, thank you for watching. If you guys want to learn some trick shots to go for in Modern Warfare, check out the channel on some of the tutorials that I've made. So guys, as always, happy trick shotting. It's been your boy Malc, and I'm out. Peace.